Just one look and she knows exactly which elephant is which. She now has 80 of them. Each one has suffered. Lek Chailert knows all their stories.
See the ear that damaged from the hook.
Until just a few years ago, this elephant worked in a nearby riding camp, as the conservationist explains. He had to carry tourists around every day. If he didn't obey, his trainer would pierce his thick skin with a bull hook. The Thai activist has been working to protect elephants for 25 years. With her foundation, she aims to improve the lives of the pachyderms. Donations enable her to buy up animals who've suffered especially harsh treatment. Most of the elephants have spent decades being ridden or in showbiz. But in Chailert's Elephant Nature Park, they no longer have to work or be in chains. Paying guests are allowed to watch the elephants, but nothing more.
For our project, people come and visit. They don't disturb elephant. They just watch, and we use the money to come, and we can rescue more and more.
Again and again, Lek Chailert has exposed animal abuse using a hidden camera. For centuries, wild elephants have been subjected to prolonged violent taming methods. Now there are laws in Thailand that prohibit animal cruelty. But Chailert says this has done little to change the taming practice known as elephant crushing.
They tie now is the time for them to use the hook. And they start to look at the blood, bleeding everywhere. The baby are completely, you can see the blood. When I work undercover, I have to tell them, pretend that I don't care, or I don't get that footage. But after I come home, all the time I cry. I cry with a lot of disappointment about human. I angry with the people that is be a part of that.
Today, Lek Chailert and her team are once again on a rescue mission. This time, the conservationists will collect 7 elephants from this riding camp southwest of Bangkok and bring them to the reserve near Chiang Mai. The camp owners themselves contacted Chailert's foundation and asked for help, as hardly any tourists are coming to ride the elephants due to the coronavirus pandemic. An adult elephant is usually worth about 2 million baht, or more than 50,000 euros. But due to the pandemic, the animals have become more of a burden for their owners. It costs them nearly 1,000 euros a month for food and care. Thanapat Khair is happy to at least get 1 million baht per elephant from Chailert's foundation.
Our situation has been dire since the start of the pandemic. We had to close the camp for months. But regardless of whether we're open or closed, we still have to take care of the elephants. And we need to feed them every day. We were allowed to reopen on July 1st, but there are simply no visitors.
The camp owner and his elephant tamers don't want us to look too closely as the animals are loaded onto the trucks. They say that for safety reasons, we must keep our distance.
Elephants, they are not really easy to go on the truck, because when they put in the truck, it means their life will be changed again. They experience with many times move from one place to other place, and they might be abused from one place to the others. So now they think we will take them somewhere, which is they're not quite sure.
Before setting off, the elephants must be fixed into place on the platforms. Each animal gets its own frame made of bamboo stalks. The elephants and their rescuers have a journey of about 800 kilometers ahead of them. The team has never transported so many animals at once over such a long distance. The convoy sets off in the early afternoon. After less than half an hour, the vehicles have to make a stop. One of the elephants went into a rampage on the truck bed and destroyed the restraining bars holding it in place. Now they have a major repair job on their hands.
Many of them are nervous. This is all the time when we transport. They will start to damage and they broken the frame and throw the frame to the road. And if we keep carry on, they will tip over the truck.
After about an hour, the problem is fixed and the adventure can continue. The elephants now seem somewhat more relaxed. The rescuers knew just what to do to calm them down.
Most important, they love to eat. So as long as they feel here, they're not hungry, and no one hit them, no one beaten them. I think the journey okay, smooth.
The rest of the journey does indeed go smoothly. The cool dusk is refreshing for both the elephants and their rescuers. The next morning, after a nearly 20-hour drive, the convoy reaches its destination, the Elephant Nature Park, north of Chiang Mai. The team is exhausted. Lek Chailert has hardly slept, but nothing can dampen her mood.
Overwhelmed, happy, because the journey is quite stressed. Elephant angry, so now they are right home. I feel relieved.
Once the restraining bars have been removed, it's time for the elephants to take their first cautious steps into a new life. The newcomers will have to be isolated from the rest of the herd for 2 weeks in order to prevent the possible spread of disease. The rescuers free the animals from all their ropes and chains.
No more chain. So beautiful.
Lek Chailert has provided a new home for well over 100 elephants. A home where they are no longer forced to put on a show, where they can simply be elephants.